Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Arc Arena for a doubleheader of basketball tonight between the Beavers of City College and your Baruch Bearcats. I will now turn it over to our PA announcer, Marty Collins, for your starting lineups.
Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the Beavers. At guard, a 5'7" freshman from Orlando, Florida, number 1, Baruch. At guard, a 5'7" sophomore from Placerville, New York, number 4, Tiana Villasole. At guard, a 5'5" freshman from Mount Vernon, number 13, Shania Lander. At guard, a 5'4" freshman from the Bronx, number 22, Naomi Zambrano. And at forward, a 5'9" junior from Queens, number 32, Melanie Torres. CCNY's head coach in his first year, Michael Williams. The assistant coaches, Delroy Ennis, Molly Phillips, and Ashley Yu. Now today's starting lineup for your Baruch College Bearcats. At forward, a 5'6" sophomore from Long Beach, number 14, Caitlin Rivera. At guard, a 5'3" junior from High Plains, New York, number 3, Francis Snyder. At guard, a 5'6" junior from Staten Island, number 25, Melinda Spyu. At forward, a 5'7" junior from the Bronx, number 15, Daniela Zerbolo. And at guard, a 5'6" senior from Queens, number 20, Samira Ahmed. Bearcats head coach in his second year, Michael Petrosas. The assistant coaches, Olivia Colbert and Kristen Bonlovis.
So we are moments away here from tip-off on our doubleheader of at the Arc Arena here on the campus of Baruch College. It's David Just here. Brian Flannery will be joining me momentarily. And we have a nice doubleheader between the Beavers of City College and your Baruch Bearcats. Baruch switching it up with their starting five tonight as we see Daniela Zerpolo and Samira Ahmed come into the starting five. Nia Dawson will come off the bench. City College in their black road jerseys, white trim. Baruch will be in their home whites, light blue numbers and trim. And looking to go 6-2 in the conference, 12-4 overall here on the season. It'll be Ahmed and Torres, and it'll be the Baruch who come away with it, and they'll quickly push. Snyder backdoor able to get that one to go, and Baruch off to a quick start. First basket only 9 seconds into the game, and they come out the full court trap, and Zerpolo is able to force a steal. Gives it up to Spyu at the free throw line, and she's going to take too many steps, and the ball will go the other way. Nice closeout defense there by number 32, Torres. You see Baruch early really coming with the full court press, trying to create turnovers as they did on the first defensive possession. And another steal there by Zerpolo. Inside to Snyder, able to lay it in quick. And Baruch really trying to push the tempo here on the defensive end. Already creating 2 turnovers on their first 2 defensive possessions. And Snyder almost comes away with the steal again. And nice defensive play there. So far, City College struggling to get it across the timeline. It'll be Bohm. Ball being passed back and forth between the City College and the back end. And it's going to be a backcourt violation. Too many seconds in the backcourt. So it'll go back to the Bearcats as Ahmed has it now on the left wing. Calling out the offense for Coach Kotrazos in his second year here at Baruch College. Crossover move there up top to Rivera. Looking for options. Snyder's there, right wing. Takes next pick there from Rivera. Had the option, said Snyder will kick it back out to Ahmed. Thinks about the shot, gives it off to Zerpolo baseline. Now Rivera swung around to Snyder in the corner. Snyder drives baseline. Shot a little too strong, and the rebound comes to Bohm. And now City College could set up their offense as they bring it into the front court. Now Bohm will go straight to the lane. Around and out, no good, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 as the foul there was on number 40. Caitlin Rivera. It's going to be her first. And Bohm is good on the first.
My team is so stressful.
One of 2 from the line as Spyu comes away with the rebound. Had a quick visit there from Coach Williams, his first year with the Beavers of City College. Nice backdoor find by Schneider to Spayu, able to finish off the glass. And once again, the press. Bohm up to Lander. Lander circles back, gives out to Bohm. She'll pull up a three. High arcing shot is good. Nice shot there by Riley Bohm. And Coach Coachos wants to talk things over a little bit more than a minute and a half gone. 8:18 to be exact here at the Arc Arena. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back. Brian Flannery joining me now, and nice doubleheader of conference basketball here, Brian.
Yeah, and we definitely got lucky the other day as well, seeing the women's team and the men's team go against now the Division II College of Staten Island. So both good matchups, and hopefully some good takeaways there, and they can bring that into this matchup tonight against CCNY.
Quick early time out there for Coach Coachos, and City College only coming in at 2-14 this year, so I know Coach really wants to get after them early, and we've seen it with the press here in the early going.
Yeah, absolutely. But at that same time, it's a little bit of a trap game in that sense when you look at somebody's record. You really can't take anybody lightly when you're talking CUNYAC matchups.
So Ahmed will come to the bench as Millie Yee checks into the game. Ball swung around the perimeter. It's going to be Rivera on the baseline looking for options. Ball's tipped. And it'll be Fumasoli who comes away with it. Nope, Rivera takes it away from her. Now it'll be Spayu. Bounce over to Yee on the wing. Rivera has it, gives it over to Zerpolo. Already 2 steals on the evening for Zerpolo as Rivera knocks that one down from the right elbow.
You see Rivera get going offensively. Another turnover there as Francis Snyder will go up with the floater, knocks that down.
So an early 10-4 lead coming in on 2.5 gone here in the first. Baruch, as you can see, really causing some problems with the press as Snyder comes away with the steal, picks her pocket, and now Yee will set things up. A little miscommunication there between her and Zerpolo. Now it'll be Rivera again on the elbow shot, no good. Rebounded there by Torres, and Bohm will come away with it. And I think that's, if you're City College, you have to force some missed shots because it doesn't allow Baruch to get into that zone. Ooh, hard foul there by Rivera as Bohm hits the deck, and that's going to be Rivera's second.
But you definitely see Coach Cotrozos' approach coming in with that full court press, like you mentioned, David. And it's causing a lot of havoc here for the Beavers of CCNY.
So that'll send Bohm to the line, 1 of 2 earlier in the evening. As Rivera will come to the bench, and we'll see Val Michi checking in for her first minutes of the evening.
Hey, who got new on D?
Bohm knocks down the first. Well, 2 of 2 from the line.
Who got 3?
And already 5 turnovers for City College here in the first 3 minutes. So Baruch hassling them on the defensive end.
And although you definitely feel a big shift in momentum, you look at the scoreboard, it's only a 4-point deficit. Definitely feels a little bit bigger than that, but CCNY is still chipping away, staying in this one.
Already 4 free throw attempts for City College, so Baruch have to be careful there to make sure that they don't keep sending City College to the line as they're shooting 75% here in the early going. And it'll be Fumasoli now into the front court. Now over to Bohm up top, looking for options. Bohm pulls 3, rattles that one home. And Riley Bohm is having herself a nice first quarter. Already not all 9 points for the Beavers.
That was a long 3-2 there, David. Talking way past NBA range.
And I've noticed even from the free throw line, she has a very high arcing shot.
Yeah.
So you'll get those to bounce as well, even if they don't fall right in. Nice Valmichi baseline shot, a little too strong. And now Torres over to Bohm, and she'll walk things up. She has the hot hand. She may think about pulling, knowing that she'll go right into the lane. Off glass. Nope, actually air ball. Gets her own rebound, though. Back outside to Zambrano. Up top to Lander. Lander's going to drive, gives it over to Fumasoli. Into the lane is Fumasoli. Shot was blocked. Torres gets the rebound. Off left rim, no good. Nice box out by Yee, and Baruch will come away with the basketball.
And they're going to ring up Millie Yee for a double dribble there. Millie coming off of definitely was one of the best games of her young career here for Baruch on Wednesday. So she'll look to keep that momentum going. But if CCNY is able to capitalize on that Baruch turnover, they can take the lead here in the first, which it looked like it was Baruch pretty much all the way to start, and now they're clawing their way back.
And just like that, a turnover here from Bowman. She was trying to find Torres inside, so it'll go back to the Bearcats. 6 turnovers now for City College. And Samir Ahmed will come out as Daniela Zerpolo checks back into the game. I think a little medical attention for Ahmed, and she'll be right back in. So it'll be Snyder to walk things up for the Bearcats. Don't forget, at 7:30, we have the second game of our doubleheader between City College and Baruch, so definitely tune in for that. Nice move there by Spayu into the lane, can't finish. Yee ball bounced out to Yee, jump shot no good off front rim, but Spayu battles with Bohm for it. It will be Bohm who comes away with it for City College. Ooh, it looks like she might have double dribbled there. Pulls up 3, bang, and able to knock that one down from deep. She has the range. I didn't notice who was covering there. It might have been Snyder, but she definitely has to close out on Bohm as she has the hot hand. All 12 points for City College.
Yeah, Riley Bohm really taking over this first quarter for the Beavers.
Shot there by Michi from the elbow is good. They're going to say that was behind the line. So nice way there to answer for Val Michi. And once again, Baruch coming out with this full court trap. Now it's Zambrano, corner 3, off a little too strong, and it's going to be Zerpolo comes away with the rebound. Zerpolo's going to push. Inside to Yee. Nice finish off the glass.
A nice pass in transition there by Zerpolo to find a cutting Millie Yee. Nice easy layup there. And speaking of Zerpolo, she pulls away with a steal here.
Another steal for Zerpolo. We saw a few early on, a couple tip passes, and now she gets her 3rd steal of the night. Yee's baseline jumper knocks it down, and Coach Williams wants to talk things over for City College. So with 4:19 remaining, Baruch leads 17-12. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back here to the Arc Arena. Back and forth basketball we have in the first quarter. Baruch leads 17-12. 4:18 remaining here in the ball game as once again the Bearcats come out with their full court press. And now it's Lander in the front court. Now Bohm has it. Spayu intercepts that pass, trying to find Torres inside again. And it'll be Spayu trying to give it inside to Snyder. Dangerous pass, and it's taken away by Fumasoli, and she'll push the other way for City College. And that's the Beavers' best opportunity there when they don't allow Baruch to set up into that full court press. If they've had trouble breaking that down. Boom, wide open 3, left wing. Rebounded there by Mafum. Shot no good. Torres able to get that rebound and finish off glass. Right now it looks like City College out hustling the Bearcats.
Yeah, if nothing else, through just almost 7 minutes now in the first quarter, CCNY's coming here and they're going to give the Bearcats a tough game, contrary to their record.
It'll be Yee over to Michi. Snyder has it in the corner, gives it up top to Zerpolo. Zerpolo pull-up shot, a little too strong. Rebounded there by Fumasoli. And Lander has it now. Left wing 3, or maybe a far jumper the other way, off back rim, no good. Now it's Snyder over to Zerpolo. Almost turns out over. Zerpolo goes around Fumasoli and able to knock that down. And Fumasoli almost looked like she gave up on that play a little bit, thinking that it was going to get knocked away.
Yeah, good finish there by Danielle Zerpolo to float that one in, coming from the baseline.
Once again, the Bearcats full court press. And it's Fumasoli who has it up top. Now to Bohm. Bohm on right wing, Yee on her. Bohm's going to drive right. High off glass, shot no good. Rebounded there by Spayu, and Baruch will push into the front court. Up to Snyder. Back to Spayu, over to Michi, baseline jumper, knocks it down. Nice ball movement, a little give and go between Snyder and Spayu, and it was Michi who came away with the bucket.
Yeah, good ball movement there from the Bearcats.
It'll be Fumasoli into the paint, gives it off to Lander. That's going to be a travel. Not sure if they called it on before the pass on Fumasoli or on Lander. Either way, it's going to go back to the Bearcats, who lead by 4.
Seems like they're letting them play a little bit. I've seen a few questionable calls on both sides that didn't get calls, so eventually the refs calling that travel on CCNY there.
So Ahmed back into the game for the Bearcats. Jab step there, looking for options, finds Spayu. She'll take the baseline jumper, elbow jumper, either way, knocks it down. Really weird, City College sitting off Spayu there. I'm not sure that's the person you want to sit off from the mid-range. I mean, and then again, if you play up on her, she may be going around you. So
exactly. You almost have to pick your poison in that spot.
It'll be Fumasoli. She thinks about the shot. Ooh, almost took steps there. It'll be Lander now on the right wing, back up top to Fumasoli. Bohm wanted it. Fumasoli now into the paint. High arcing shot, way off. Some selfish basketball there by the Beavers, as it'll be Snyder into the front court. Bounce pass over to Ahmed. Spayu, nice fake pass. Now hop step into the lane, able to finish off glass.
And just to your point, David, on that previous possession, if you give Spayu, if you're going to play up on her like that, there's every chance in the world she puts that move on and is able to finish at the rack.
And over, I feel like between last year and this year, she really worked on that hop step, but she's almost perfected it this year, able to get where she wants to get to in the paint and able to finish off glass that time.
Spayu took a little bit of contact there. Didn't get the charge.
They're going to call a jump ball, so it's going to stay. It's going to stay with the Beavers, as Naomi Zambrano will check back into the game. Mary Mafoum will come to the bench. Now Bohm has it in the corner. 15 seconds on the shot clock. And they're going to call a push there on number 3, Frances Snyder. It's going to be her first on the evening.
And CCNY just looking to get something going here offensively. Bearcats create a little bit of a deficit now in the lead there. So they're going to have to string together some scoring possessions if they want to get back into this.
Riley Bohm having 12 of the team's first 14, so won't be able to count on her all night to keep him in the game. And she has the ball now. Left wing 3, not closed out, a little short. And you have to wonder if those legs will get tired as the game goes on. She's taking a lot of deep shots. Nice finish by Ahmed. No, can't finish, with the right hand. As Ahmed almost gets the steal, Bohm comes back up away with it. It'll be up to Lander. Back to Bohm. Ahmed on her. Bohm's pulling tonight. Way off. And this one was shorter than the last one. You have to wonder how those legs are feeling after a heavy first quarter. It's already her 6th 3 of the evening. 3 of 8 from the field.
Of course, you'd almost rather see a little bit of ball movement prior to that shot attempt as well. It almost seems like they're settling for that shot at this point.
Agreed. I think what you're seeing from City College is you should probably try to emulate what Baruch's doing, because the ball movement on the offensive end has been very quality. Ahmed gets swiped, but Spayu swipes Zambrano. Has to shoot. Zerpolo's jumper. It's good. Count it. Before the buzzer went off, she was able to get it off, and the Baruch will lead 27-14 as we go to the second here at the Arc Arena. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. Baruch lead 27-14. After one, it'll be Bearcats basketball. On the far side, it'll be Snyder, Yee, Spy User, Polo, and Michi. For the Bearcats, it'll be Bohm, Fumasoli, Zambrano, Lander, and Torres. So the same starting five for City College. And really barely scraping the bench so far as City College. Only 7 deep so far.
And you wonder if the Bearcats are able to capitalize and continue to create a bigger deficit here, how deep Coach Katrozos will go to his bench and maybe get some other players some good work and good experience here.
And if you're City College, I think you just have to play your game. Right now, Baruch shooting at a 62% clip, and you know that's probably not sustainable over the long haul. But they're just really settling for those threes here in the early going, Bohm specifically, and you'd like to see them a little bit more ball moved on the offensive end.
Absolutely. And we talk about low percentage shots a lot, David, and CCNY has really been kind of forced to settle for those low percentage shots.
Spy shot is no good there. Gets her own rebound inside to Yee. Nice find. A little bit of swag on that one, too, if I say so myself, on that Spy pass.
Absolutely.
It'll be Torres into the front court, waiting for Bohm. Hands it off. Now up top to Fumasoli. Back 1-2 to Bohm. Inside to Torres. Ball's over her shoulder. And Spy comes away with the steal. Hands it off to Snyder. And Snyder can push into the offensive end. Bounce pass over to Zerpolo. Back up top to Snyder. Finds Michi. Hands off to Spy. Spy will pull. Late closeout there by Fumasoli. Yee gets outboarded there by Lander. And City College will come away with it. Baruch 0 for 4 here in the early going of the second quarter.
And again, you see the Bearcats grabbing. Unfortunately, they didn't that possession, but a lot of offensive rebounds. That's leading to second and third chances. And ultimately, if you give anybody 3 chances, they're probably going to finish at the rim. So Baruch doing a good job of that thus far.
Going to be Zerpolo to check back into the game as Snyder comes to the bench. Rivera in as well. So now it's inside to Torres. Torres, wild shot, backwards almost. Nice box out there by Rivera. And some of these shots you really have to question from the City College team and Coach Williams.
Yeah, you almost just want to go back to the drawing board if you're Coach Williams to say they just got to change up their game plan a little bit.
Ooh, nice play there by Michi. Can't corral her own rebound. It's going to go off City College last, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. And to that point, I'm not really sure even why you take that shot. I mean, literally, it was a backward shot with about 22 seconds left in the shot clock. I mean, work that back out and recycle the ball.
Yeah, just dish it out and reset at the top. I think there's a lot of value in sometimes slowing down the offense, making sure you get a quality look rather than what we've seen in a few rush looks from the CCNY Beavers.
So Mary Mafoom checks back into the game for Torres, and it'll be Spy up top for the Bearcats. Pick there by Rivera. Looking for options as Spy finds Yee. Ball bounces off her head, able to corral it though. Now Michi inside to Rivera. And wild shot there late in the shot clock. And it'll be Bohm who walks things up for City College. Yee picks her up. Bohm goes around Yee into the paint, high off the glass, off the back rim. No good. And it'll be Spy who comes away with it for the Bearcats. Now to Michi, who's on the right there trying to find her back door. Fumasoli comes away with the steal. She's trying to go coast to coast. A little too strong, and Yee comes away with that rebound. Sloppy basketball here in the second quarter between the Bearcats and the Beavers. Ooh, that was dangerously close to a travel as now Spy has it up top and is going to smartly slow things down. Yee, right wing, pull up 3. Knocks it down, Millie Yee.
And David, that's pretty much how Millie Yee looked all Wednesday night. It was all Millie Yee.
And she's leading the team in points, 4 or 5 from the field, 9 on the evening. Shot there by Bohm's no good. Bounce out to Zambrano. Now back out to Bohm, and they're really force-feeding her here in the first half of the ball game.
Absolutely, but speaking towards Millie Yee, it's actually really exciting to see her get going offensively because when you're talking your primary scorers in Melinda Spyu, as well as others, so it's good to see Millie Yee kind of come into more of that primary scoring role. It just gives you that many more options, and it's going to make it harder for the defense.
And Spyu and one able to finish at the rim, and Baruch really pulling away from it here in the second quarter, up 34-14. Here 7-0 here in the second, and it's going to be a timeout for Coach Michael Williams and the Beavers of City College with 6:22 remaining. Baruch leads 34-14. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back to the Arc Arena. Spyu's going to the line for the old school three-point play. And she knocks it down. So Spyu will get a well-deserved rest.
Yeah, Melinda having herself a really good game thus far. Through about 14 minutes. Now, like you said, get some much-needed rest. Spyu coming in with 9 points thus far. 4 of 7 from the field, as well as 6 rebounds. So really good first 14 minutes there for Spyu as Zerpolo goes the full length of the court, past to Millie Yee, and Millie Yee finishes off glass.
Yee, 5 of 6 from the field, leading all scorers in the ball. Leading Baruch in the ball game with 11. Riley Bohm still leading all scorers with 12. As it'll be last off of Baruch on the near side here. Fumasoli comes to the bench as Torres back into the game. Also into the game for the Beavers is number 2, Maylise Barron. Bohm thinks about the shot, instead will dribble out. Bohm's 3, knocks that one down.
Again, it seems when Bohm has enough time and has enough separation within her shot, she's able to knock down those high-arcing threes like we've seen. But again, you definitely don't want to go for that every possession. So CCNY seems to change it up a little bit, and then they're going back to Bohm.
And Ahmed, free throw line jumper, no good, and she'll harass Bohm all the way down the court. Ahmed still looking for her first bucket tonight. Ball's batted around loose. It'll be out to Barron. Out to Bohm now. Bohm rattles that one home. Another 3 there by Riley Bohm.
And also, I don't know if it's strategic or not, David, but that seems to be the exact spot that Bohm is shooting from. So it might be a little bit of a hot spot there in the court.
I mean, if you're Baruch, though, I mean, I'll give her that. Let that try to beat you with threes consistently because you're still trailing by 17.
Absolutely, but definitely credit to Bohm there for chipping away at that deficit.
Now Yee pull up shot and rattles that one home. Millie Yee really eating up. Nice ball movement there from Ahmed to find Yee on the baseline.
Yeah, you got to really like the Bearcats' offense right now. Not settling for low percentage shots and really just continuing to move the ball around until they find the look they want. Also, big credit to a lot of the shooters able to knock down their shots.
So it'll be Ahmed. Now inside to Rivera. She's triple teamed, maybe double teamed. Foul there is going to be number 2, Maylise Barron. Ahmed inbound to Yee. Finding the hot hand, trying to go right back to Ahmed. Dangerous pass, and it's knocked away by Torres. So it'll stay with the Bearcats underneath. One of the few questionable passes the Bearcats have made all night. Overall, fine passing game, ball movement game from the Bearcats here in the first half. Yee trying to feel that hot hand. Shot off right rim, no good. That'll be Membreno and Lander checking back into the game for City College. So it'll be Bohm to walk things up. Baruch have laxed on the full court press. And then City College can set up into their half court. Bohm will pull up straight left wing, rattles that one home.
And Riley Bohm.
And that's what they're going with. Hot hand is Bohm. So Baruch lead 39-23. You're watching Baruch basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So it'll be Millie Yee to inbound, Ahmed to walk things up for the Bearcats. Riley Bohm having 21 of the first 23 for City College, unfortunately to no avail as Baruch lead by 16. Nice pick there by Rivera. Ahmed goes around inside to Rivera, finishing hard off glass. Nice to see Rivera assertive inside the paint.
Yeah, good move there by Rivera. Able to elude the defenders there. I thought maybe going down in that dribble was going to be tough coming up, but able to finish it into a little bit of contact. So.
And that's how you draw it up if your coach coaches us on the pick and roll.
Yep.
And that's going to be steps there by number 11, Natalie Membreno. Looks like I don't even know what she did. Step, jump,
she was looking pass almost and then took the extra step.
Yeah.
It looked like. As Francis Snyder and Melinda Spyu will check back in for Baruch.
Also into the game, number 42, Emily Rivera. Samir Ahmed's straight on jumper, no good, a little too short. It'll be Zambrano who comes away with it. Now to Bohm. Bohm going to go right past Ahmed inside to Torres, who can't finish the wide open layup.
Spyu slowing it up here for the Bearcats.
And a few times they've tried to find Torres have City College inside as Valmichi's three is good. Knocks it down from the corner. Valmichi from downtown.
Yeah, Val's also having herself a really good night shooting. Both her and Millie Yee starting to find their stride. Michi 3 of 6, 2 of 3 from 3.
Bohm shot no good. Once again trying to pull up from that left wing three. Spyu now has it up top. Takes the pick from Rivera. Gives it back inside to Rivera. Rivera hits the deck. It's going to go last off of Rivera, and I'll go back to the Beavers.
Don't fall for the crossover because you know she's going to go right back to her left hand. Just stay on her right hand. Just stay there.
And Riley Bohm will slow it up here for the Beavers. 2:15 remaining here in the half.
Nice pick there by Torres. It'll be out to Fumasoli. She'll go right into the lane and able to knock that one down off back rim.
Yeah, nice move there by Fumasoli with the left hand to finish.
Samir Ahmed, a wide open back door and one. Foul there is going to be on Torres, and City College not to be found there on the defensive end.
Yeah, you saw so much real estate in between Samir Ahmed there in the basket.
I feel like there's almost too much talking on the defensive end. It's just like you have to pick up the ball handler because they've been finding each other all evening as Ahmed knocks that one down. Been impressed with Baruch's ball movement tonight. One of the best passing games of the season for the Bearcats.
Yeah, without a doubt.
17 assists for Baruch. Nice shot there by number 22, Naomi Zambrano from 3 in the corner. Gonna be Ahmed. Ooh, wild pass there to Snyder. Back up top to Ahmed. Open jump shot. No good off right rim. Valmichi comes away with it. Over to Spyu on the right wing. Crossover move. Spyu into the paint. Trying to find Rivera back door. Does. Almost travels there. Now it's Snyder underneath. Ball's loose. And I don't know how that didn't go out of bounds. Snyder from her stomach finds Michi, whose baseline shot is no good. It'll be Bohm to walk things up. Spyu will come out to pick her up.
Definitely credit to Francis Snyder there for staying with that one, as she had 2 or 3 defenders on top of her fighting for the ball.
Nice play there by Torres to get the offensive rebound off the Zambrano 3 and able to finish. And a nice little run here at the end of the second for the Beavers of City College. Jump shot there by Ahmed, no good. Like we said, Baruch has 17 assists on only 21 made baskets, so really moving the ball around.
Absolutely. And to your point, David, you're seeing that shot percentage and that field goal percentage now drop down a little bit.
Shot there was no good by Bohm as she made Spyu hit the deck. And Torres gets fouled on the rebound, so she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Sit down. Sorry, I couldn't hear you.
And yeah, you saw the Bearcats earlier on shooting around a 62% clip. And like you said, it's an issue of really sustainability. Of course, it's hard to really keep that up throughout the course of a game. So CCNY taking advantage of that a little bit and able to convert on some of their offensive possessions. So
Already seen Baruch drop to 54% now, so definitely a colder second quarter as Torres goes 1 of 2 from the line. Checking into the game is number 15, Mary Mafoom.
Again, definitely a lot of effort coming from CCNY's end. Seeing them chip away and not letting the Bearcats really blow this one out of proportion.
Baruch started the quarter on a 7-0 run. They've outscored City College City College has outscored them 17-13 since, so City College definitely chipping away at that deficit. Dangerous passes. Spyu knocks that into the Baruch bench, and it'll be City College ball right in front of the scorers table. 8.6 remaining here in the half. Fumasoli. Crossover move, spin move on Ahmed. Ball's knocked away. It's going to stay with the Beavers with 2 seconds remaining. Looking for Bohm. Bohm step back 3, and that's going to be way short. So after one half of basketball here at the Arc Arena, Baruch 47, City College 31. We'll be back in 15 minutes with second half action between the Beavers and the Bearcats. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting.
In New York City, there is a place for people that want to be a part of something bigger than themselves, where if you work hard, the possibilities are endless. A place to learn, train, and play. In that order, the City University of New York Athletic Conference. This is where it all comes together. Find your people, be a part of a team, and don't just play the game, change the game. Champions aren't born, they're built. The City University of New York. Be exceptional.
And welcome back to the third quarter. We're moments away from the start of the second half between the City College Beavers and your Baruch Bearcats. Baruch right now up 47-31 and really having a stranglehold. Unfortunately, Riley Bohm really keeping the Beavers in the game. Game high so far of 21 points, 21 out of 31 for the Bearcats. As we are underway here, it will be City College basketball to start things off, and just like that, Bohm will have it in the offensive end. Fumasoli back up top to Bohm, covered by Spyu, calls for the pick from Torres. Ooh, nice move there. Can't finish, and Snyder comes away with the rebound.
Yeah, nice little change up there offensively for CCNY as Melinda Spyu steps out of bounds, and this one's going back to the Beavers.
On the far side.
But just from a basketball perspective, you like seeing them draw up a little bit of that give and go and just a little bit increased ball movement.
Nice crossover move there as now Bohm looking for option. Shot no good. Rebounded there by Torres. Now back out to Bohm. Foot was on the line. Shot no good again. And Bohm has been forcing it after feeling it in the first half. Snyder has it now for the Bearcats. Gives it off to Spyu on the left wing. Ball knocked away from Snyder, but into the hands of Rivera. Back up top to Snyder. She'll pull a three. Around and out. No good. Zambrano comes away with the rebound. It'll be Fumasoli into the front court. Looking for options. Bohm will be, it'll be Zambrano on that option. Ball thrown away right into the waiting hands of Melinda Spyu. She'll try to go coast to coast and able to finish off glass. Smart play there by Zambrano not to foul.
Yeah, good anticipation there by Melinda Spyu. Get the steal and take it herself all the way.
So we see Yee starting the second half here after being the hot hand for the Bearcats. Had 13 in the first. As Spyu has to hit the deck to get that rebound. And it's going to stay with the Bearcats on the possession arrow. Oh, excuse me. They're actually going to call a foul on number 13, Lander.
So Spyu's extra effort paid dividends for the Bearcats there as they maintain possession.
Now it'll be Spyu on the left side. Takes the pick there from Zerpolo. Spyu all the way down. Gives it up top to Yee, the hot hand. Knocks down the free throw line jumper. Millie Yee has 15 leading the Bearcats.
And you definitely love to see that. Millie Yee's been nothing short of automatic.
7 of 9 from the field. There's a wild shot by Bohm. She hits the deck as she gets fouled by number 40, Caitlin Rivera. That's going to be her third on the evening as Ahmed will check back into the game.
And David, just taking a quick sweep through the CCNY women's roster, it's actually quite similar to the position we found ourselves in last year with our women's team when you see primarily freshmen and sophomores. So definitely a young team, so a lot of potential to grow and develop, get that chemistry going, but it's a challenge as we saw last year.
Only one junior is Melanie Torres and no seniors on this team. So, to your point, a very young team with 7 freshmen.
Yeah, as well as a first-year head coach. So, definitely if you're CCNY, you want to come away from this season with some positives that you can build on and really just continue to get your chemistry down.
And City College was chipping into the lead in the third, in the end of the second. See if they can keep any momentum going here in the third. As the foul there is going to be number 25, Spyu, and that'll send Bohm to the line to shoot 2. Four of 6 from the line so far. Coach Williams not too happy about how they've been defending Spyu on the defensive end.
Yeah, you want to see them make some defensive adjustments if you're Coach Williams.
Spyu able to get into the lane a few times as now she throws a full court pass. Dangerous pass there over to Yee, and then she's able to swipe it right back. Is Spyu now over to Yee. Up top to Ahmed, looking for options. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Kotrazos. And if you're Coach Kotrazos, don't like that full court pass, but we'll talk about that a little more after the break. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So it's Melinda Spy, trying that full court pass right before the break there. Coach Coaches probably didn't like too much of that, as it was intercepted, only for her Spy to get the ball back. But we've seen Spy do that a lot, I feel like, this season, and it just doesn't really work out as much as she would like.
No, it's definitely a dangerous pass a lot of the times, as Zerpolo is able to finish there. But yeah, you want to see maybe a little bit more conservative passing or even just dribbling it up at that point.
Right, and I don't think the benefit outweighs the risk.
Yeah, absolutely. At that point, we've seen a few of them converted when you're talking those kind of quarterback passes, full court, in transition. But, again, unless it's a dire situation or somebody's that open.
Late in the game, low on the clock type of situation.
I'd probably rather see her dribble past the timeline at least to set up the offense.
And now Yee has it, left elbow jumper, no good. Rebound fall for it will be Zambrano who comes away with it, throws it up to Bohm, and now Bohm's going to push. Crossover, step back, gives it off to Fumasoli. Fumasoli goes into the lane, gives it up top to Lander. Lander trying to go right on Yee. She gets cut off, circles back, looking for options. Over to Zambrano. Zambrano on the right wing, up top to Fumasoli. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Fumasoli's going to drive left on Ahmed. Ahmed swipes it away. And Baruch are able to push. It's going to be Ahmed trying to go coast to coast. Finished with the right hand off glass.
A nice shot there by Samir Ahmed. Not only causing the steal, but taking it all the way herself into contact and finishing.
Hopefully help her build some confidence. Only 2 of 7 on the evening so far. Now it'll be Torres inside. Shot blocked, knocked off of Torres last, and it'll stay with the Bearcats. Torres and Zerpolo fighting for it. So it will be Bearcat basketball underneath the basket. A little more than 4 minutes gone here in the third. Baruch lead by 22, 55-33. And Ahmed have to get bandaged up there a little bit as she's bleeding. So it'll be Valmichi to check back into the game. And it'll be Frances Snyder to walk things up for the Bearcats. Fumasoli will pick her up at the three-point line.
Stay low. Get through.
Zerpolo on the pick. Yee going right to the basket and able to force it through and finish the right hand.
Millie really finding a stride here. That's great if you're Coach Katrozos, because on top of Nia Dawson and Melinda Spyu, to have Millie Yee as a primary scorer is just huge for the Bearcats.
So Snyder comes away with that rebound. Another missed shot there by the Beavers. It'll be Spyu inside. Can't finish. Off right rim. Mafum comes away with the rebound for the Beavers. And if you're Coach Williams, I think we heard he's very frustrated with the defensive energy here for the Beavers.
Yeah, when you have a lane that wide open that Millie Yee just saw, there has to be a defensive breakdown somewhere.
There's just no effort trying to get through that screen. Yeah. I didn't think by I think it might have been Lander on that one.
And at that point, too, it's a little bit of help defense needed down low. You're going to shift off the person you're guarding.
Agreed. You have to switch in that situation.
Yeah, but to no avail as Millie Yee converted on the wide open layup.
So now it'll be Spyu, gives it off to Michi. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Mafum on Spyu. Now it's Yee. Baseline. Ball gets knocked loose. And it'll be the Beavers who come away with it. It'll be Fumasoli into the front court. Crossover gives it. Spin move there, two, 3 steps, and that'll go back to the Bearcats. Traveling is the call. A nice defensive play there. It seems like the Beavers can't really string it together right now as they make a good defensive play there, but then force a unforced error on the offensive end.
Yeah, just a little bit of just trying to speed up the offense a little bit too much. You see some wild shots going up, and rather than them just try to keep their composure a little bit more and get a better optimal look as Frances Snyder grabs her own rebound. Takes a lot of contact there,
like
but
she
no
took
call.
A shot up high.
Yeah.
As she was going in for the offensive board. And then it'll be Bohm. Deep 3, way off. As Lander who comes away with the rebound. Lander loses it, now over to Mafum. And it's going to be a timeout for Coach Williams. 30-second timeout with 3:53 remaining. Baruch lead 57-33. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. And welcome back. Baruch up by 24.
Pretty much all Bearcats here in the third quarter.
And Bohm will have it now. She dribbles it back up top, now on the right wing. And it'll be, goes past Michi. High arcing shot is good. Nice play there by Riley Bohm.
Hey, set it up. Chase it.
Spayu now inside. Ooh, nice ball movement there from Zerpolo to Yee. Daniela Zerpolo's 8th assist on the evening, having a monster game on all, really filling up the stat sheets. 3 steals, 2 blocks, 8 assists, 7 boards, only 6 points, but really doing it all over the place. 3 there by Zambrano's no good, and Zerpolo adding another rebound to the tally there.
And David, night in and night out, we really talk towards how much value Zerpolo gives this Bearcats team on both sides of the ball. She's always there to grab that offensive rebound or force a steal. She's just really everywhere you need her to be. As Spayu goes back to Millie Yee, who drives.
Ooh, nice find underneath to Michi.
So Millie Yee as well doing it all here tonight.
Zerpolo on the season averaging 9 and 9, so definitely filling up the stat sheet on a game-by-game basis. Almost 2 steals per game. And Bohm right into the lane, able to finish with a high arcing floater. And Baruch really put their name on the game in the first quarter and have not relinquished the lead since.
Yeah, Riley Bohm's keeping CCNY in it offensively, able to convert on the last 2 possessions. But again, Baruch doing a good job and pretty much putting this thing out of commission pretty early into the match.
Now Bohm inside to Torres, gives it outside to Zambrano. Back inside to Torres. I'd like to see Torres maybe work on Zerpolo there a little bit as she had the mismatch. High arcing shot by Fumasoli off the top of the backboard, no good. Rebound by Torres, shots no good. And it's going to be Spayu up to Zerpolo, able to lay it in, and another assist there by the Bearcats.
Nice ball movement there in transition from Spayu to Zerpolo. Able to finish there off glass.
Nice play there by Bohm, able to cut inside, but good job there by the Bearcats to not foul.
Who got 13?
And it'll be Zerpolo underneath, and one off glass. Nice find there by Yee, who's having a big game tonight. 19 points, that's her 3rd assist. Throwing a couple of rebounds as she's shooting 9 of 12 from the field. And that will put Daniela Zerpolo into double figures with 10. Shania Lander checking in to the game as Torres will come to the bench. It'll be Zerpolo again, the old school and 1 play. And Bohm will walk things up into the front court. Pull up 3, shot way off, no good, off front rim. And it'll be Michi who comes away with it for the Bearcats. Once again, really City College relinquishing this game, kind of just forcing up 3s to try to keep themselves in it.
And that just makes Baruch's job a lot easier defensively when you're talking. Essentially, all they have to do is grab the rebound if that 3 ball doesn't go in.
Ooh, nice play by Ahmed. Can't finish. Gets her own rebound. 3 there by Schneider's off. Rebound there by Mafum. And it'll be Bohm to walk things up. Fumasoli goes into the lane and she's fouled as her shot is no good, but she'll go to the line with 40.6 seconds remaining to shoot 2.
Looks like Fumasoli and Francis Snyder went to the same high school. Stissing Mountain.
So 66-44. Snyder will bring it into the front court for the Bearcats. Gives it over to Zerpolo. Shot is good. And once again, Baruch just coming right down and able to finish over City College.
I think you're going to see that Bearcats field goal percentage skyrocket once again now. It seems like they're able to convert almost every possession throughout this third quarter.
Shooting 53.5% on the evening.
And through 3 quarters, that's very impressive.
56% here in the third. 3 there by Fumasolis. No good. It'll be Zerpolo who comes away with it. 5 seconds left here in the quarter. Handoff to Schneider. Schneider's going to pull a 3. No good. But after 3, Baruch lead big here at the Arc Arena, 68-41. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So we go to the fourth. Baruch lead by 27. It's the first game of our doubleheader tonight between the Beavers of City College and your Baruch Bearcats. Our next broadcast will be at 6 p.m. on Monday as the men's team will welcome the Worcester State in a rescheduled matchup from earlier this season that was postponed due to some snow. So we'll see that here on Monday evening at the Arc Arena.
Yeah, it'll be a big test for the men's team. I know in years past it's really gone to the wire going up against Worcester State, so should be a good game here.
And Baruch getting second and third opportunities here on the offensive end. Unable to see anything fall, and that'll be Val Michi taking too many steps, so it'll go back to the Beavers.
If the Bearcats are able to close this one out, they will improve to 12-4 on the year, as well as 6-2 CUNYAC. So great start for this still relatively young women's basketball team.
Don't forget to tune in. Right after this, we'll have the men's game. So 7:30 tip on that one. We'll be on the air a few minutes before with the starting lineups, and we'll get right into it. As Bohm finishes there in the lane.
Yeah, the men's team has been playing some good basketball as well as of late.
Also looking to move to 6-2 in the conference. 10-6 overall is the men's team. 5-2 right now in the CUNYAC. And we got some big games coming up as Saturday, February 1st at John Jay. Currently, the women's standings is tight. Hunter 6-0. Brooklyn 6-0. Hunter 6-2. Baruch about to move to 6-2. And John Jay at 5-2 all in the conference. So the seeding will get tight as we move into that, delicate portion of the season where people are trying to fight for conference seeding.
Oh, for sure. But it's really good to see the Bearcats in this position this early into the season. And as we get down closer to the stretch, all these CUNYAC games become more and more important to win.
So that'll be a week from tomorrow. It'll be John Jay hosting the Bearcats men and women's. First game's at 1, second game's at 3. On the men's side, John Jay leads the conference at 6-1. Baruch is at 5-2. So once again, a nice top of the conference matchup between the two. And we haven't really seen a season so far, at least since we've been announcing the games, where John Jay has been
at that,
even at the top portion of the division.
Yeah.
So it should be very exciting. And then don't forget, Thursday, February 6th, is the Battle of Lexington against Hunter. It'll be a 5:30 tip for the women's game and an 8 o'clock tip for the men's game. And it's always an exciting time here in the gym. All the other sports teams come and show out for the Bearcats. So it should be a really good time. Always our highest attendance game of the season, and definitely gives you a great home court advantage here at the Arc Arena.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a great event, and we definitely encourage everyone who can make it to to try to get to the Arc Arena that night. But if not, definitely tune in because we'll have the broadcast.
And Bohm, deep three, no good, and really seen her struggle a bit more as Baruch now lead by 31. It'll be Spayu on the offensive end, takes a pick from Rivera. Nice crossover move. Ball's loose, gives it out to Yee, who's having a monster game with 19 here in the ball game. And Bohm will walk things up for the Beavers. Fumasoli now, 3 right wing. Shot no good off back rim. And it'll be Spayu who comes away with the board. Spayu, crossover move. Nice play there, finishing off glass with the right hand.
Yeah, at this point, you're seeing those tired legs. Definitely on both sides, but CCNY kind of unable to defend some of those Baruch possessions we've seen.
And Bohm hits the deck there. She's fouled by number 40, Caitlin Rivera. So Snyder, Zerpolo, and Emily Rivera into the game as Yee, Ahmed, and Spayu come to the bench.
Bohm going to the line to shoot 2. Connects on the first.
6 of 9 on the evening from the free throw line. She has 32 points on 10 of 28 shooting, 6 of 15 from downtown.
Make it 33.
33 points, 7 of 10 from the line.
Definitely a good, really good night here for Bohm. He's only a freshman. So it's got to be exciting for Coach Williams to see what you can do with this lineup. Kind of centered around Bohm as clearly the offensive centerpiece. But just like anything, it really takes time to really build up your team year by year. Well, we see how many freshmen are on that CCNY roster. Again, it's the position we found ourselves in last season, where even if you weren't necessarily coming away with wins, you're coming away from good takeaways, and you saw the team build on it game by game. And then towards the end of the season, they were playing a completely better brand of basketball.
Agreed. However, I think the thing I caught on was at least they were still trying to play towards their system.
For sure.
I mean, you're looking at Bohm, who's taken 28 shots out of the team's 55.
Yeah.
How does this help develop the rest of the squad, and does the rest of the team look better going to next year when you have someone like ball dominant guard that's just going to put up so much of the team's offense?
Yeah, it's a very valid point. And to your point as well, you definitely saw Coach Katrozos in his first year implement his system, get everyone acclimated to it, and then you saw everyone catch on. We had a few mid-year transfers in Francis Snyder, Danielle Zerpolo. So really after that point, I think that was a turning point for this Bearcats roster.
Right. Even though they struggled in the manner they were just struggling, going through the growing pains of learning the system. I think here, I mean, this is not a winning style of basketball if you're shooting that much with one player. Obviously, she has a very good outside shot, but outside of that, it's not a recipe, I don't think, for success.
Yeah, especially when you talk about sustainability and long term. You can double team anybody, but they'll hope to make that change. And really that adjustment in that growth period. So 5 minutes remaining here in the fourth. Francis Snyder dishes out to Val Mitchie. Pulls up, knocks that down. Long 2-ball from Val Mitchie. Bearcats now lead by 30.
And that's Val Mitchie has 12. That's the fourth. Baruch have 4 players now in double figures. Yee leads all scorers on the Bearcats. 19. Spayu has 15. Zerpolo has 13. And now Yee with 12. Shot there, no good. Torres going to go over the back and going to get called for the foul.
And also, David, this is all very exciting if you're a fan of the Baruch women's basketball team, coach, parent, whatever it may be, because you've just seen how much development they really underwent through that point last year. Now, when you talk as well as having a Nia Dawson as part of that offense, really makes all the difference in the world. So they're going to go on a nice playoff run, and it's going to be very interesting to see how far they can go. Yeah,
and I think it's definitely been the best women's team that we've seen since our time, maybe even at the school, last 4 or 5 years. Really dominant, about to move to 12-4 on the season. So they'll see if they can keep things up next time out.
Yeah, they're definitely shifting back towards that dominant run we saw year in year out from the women's team.
They'll be as the men play here against Worcester State, they'll be at New Jersey. The women will be at New Jersey City on Monday. So another test, this time out of conference. Rare to see out of conference games this late in the season. Just a couple of makeups for some poor weather at the beginning of the year, as then they will both go to John Jay on a week from tomorrow. So should be a very exciting time, and you keep it going.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, right now, none of the teams in first place in their conference, but a lot to fight for. Plenty of time left, and Coach Williams wants to talk things over with 3.5 remaining here in the ball game. Baruch up by 34 points. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting. So it'll be Beavers ball right in front of us. Fumasoli to inbound. It'll be Bohm up top. Zambrano, right wing three. Around and out, no good. Nice shot there. Good box out there by Rivera.
Yeah, we had a perfect angle on that shot. That looked like that was like a no-doubter, but unfortunately, for Zambrano's sake, kind of went in and out, and Bearcats will regain possession.
It's a definition of road team rim, because did not get the friendly bounce there in the away confines.
Of home team advantage there, Frances Snyder able to corral her own rebound, which she does a really good job of, in my opinion, of following her shot. You see a lot of second chances. She's definitely a primary option from three, but she's able to grab a lot of those rebounds if they don't go in.
I feel like she knows, obviously, it's going to be off, and then she reacts quicker than the rest of the girls.
She's very quick. She's very agile. She's able to weave through the defenders, and she comes away with a lot of those rebounds despite a little bit of a size deficit down low.
Zerpolo very close to something that's not easy to be done here in college basketball, and go for the triple-double. Needs one assist away from that, so it would be a very impressive feat. I don't know if we've even seen a triple-double in our time here, so it should be exciting. Nice move there by Snyder, and finishes off glass.
Really nice move there by Frances Snyder.
Boom, into the lane, off glass, able to finish with the right hand.
So combination of nice moves from both teams on those two possessions between Snyder and Bohm. Hopefully Zerpolo can find an open Bearcat here.
Yeah, it's one of those things, I guess, that's tough to get just because you don't know that you need it. Oh, Zerpolo into the lane, and she'll finish with the right hand. Able to force that one over the rim. She has 15. Ball swung around the perimeter. Zambrano, almost a dangerous pass there. Fumasoli now has it on the left wing. Zambrano now up top to Bohm. Fakes the shot, puts it on the deck. Fumasoli, straightaway three. Rattles that one home. Nice shot there by number 4, Tiana Fumasoli. Just a very quiet, subdued building right now as the game's been over for quite some time. It'll be Spayu looking for options. Spayu goes right into the defender. Nice play there by Spayu to knock it off of Bohm.
And Bearcats keep that one alive.
So 14 seconds on the shot clock, 55 here on the game clock.
Frances Snyder will inbound for Baruch. She'll go to Valamichi deep.
Takes the pick from Rivera, gives it back to Snyder. Pick there from Rivera. Pull-up shot by Snyder is good. Knocks that one down.
And this Bearcats offense really just making it look easy. Because regardless of whatever separation they're able to create, it's still not a given that you're going to knock down all these shots. So,
Ooh, bank shot there by Fomasoli.
Fumasoli, back-to-back three-pointers.
And Snyder will walk it up. And it'll be off to Zerpolo. Zerpolo assist away from the triple-double. But it may not be in the cards tonight as we are running low on time, and Baruch will pass the ball around. Now it's up top. It's going to be a travel on Rivera, so we will not see it tonight. However, Baruch going to get out of here with a big win here at the Arc Arena, and Zerpolo Yee really the driving causes behind that.
And definitely some good takeaways if you're this Bearcats team, really just to build off of and feel confident going into your next matchup.
And it's going to be a travel, and actually also very surprising, Melinda Spayu, not surprising, but just how close we were to the triple-double. Melinda Spayu 2 assists away from the triple-double in the evening. So both, I mean, she's been on the bench for the last few minutes, but both girls really having the opportunity to fill up the stat sheet any way possible as Michi will dribble things out. And that will do it for the first game of our doubleheader here at the Arc Arena between the Beavers of City College and the Bearcats of Baruch. Your final score here, Baruch 90, Beavers 56. So it's game one of our doubleheader here at the Arc Arena in the books. Do not forget to tune in at 7:30 for our tip between the men's game between City College and the Bearcats. Once again, your final score, 90 to 56. The Bearcats pulling out the W here, moving to 12-4 overall in the season, 6-2 in the conference, and really putting themselves in a position to fight for that #1 spot in the conference. So we'll be back in about a half hour for the second game of our doubleheader. You're watching Baruch Basketball on YouTube channel, Baruch Bearcat Broadcasting.